CTV family, catch us live on your TV screen.
Welcome back to it, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the biggest show in the motherland. We're hectic 9 million times than any other show that's playing right now. It don't matter what they do, what they say. It's not going to be better than this one. Because hashtag Talk Thursday is what we are all about. And today, Siteta Ne Arasa, which is in the AIDS Rights Alliance for Southern Africa, and the representatives are right here in the studio. What I love about this is that you could be doing something that speaks to you and it feels right, and then the society, the community, how could you go do an abortion? And you did it safely, and you've got a right to do so. Joining me in studio right now is Soraya representing Arasa. Welcome to the show, and thank you for taking time off to talk to us, and not only us, the nation is watching. Sure. I just spoke a little bit about umzimba and what it means to each and every individual, because the body only has one owner, and it's thyself. What is Arasa and what do they stand for? Because I know for sure they are protecting the person that owns the body.
Yeah. Arasa is the AIDS Rights Alliance of Southern Africa. It was started 16 years ago by progressive civil society organizations in Southern Africa.
Yeah.
And it was started with a focus of to use a human rights approach to HIV and TB. And now 16 years later, we a partnership or a movement of over 100 organizations in Southern and East Africa.
Yeah.
And so you can see that we have grown so much over the last 16 years with partners all over the region.
So what's so important? Why should people get aligned with Arasa? What is it there that we get to learn and take away when we've met?
So when the organization initially started, we focused mainly on HIV and TB issues, but we have changed or shifted our focus a little bit to really check what is happening on the ground, and because we are forever, there's forever new things happening, and so we have to, as an organization, needs to ensure that we what we do apply to what's happening on the ground. Yeah. And in the region in Southern and East Africa. So our focus has moved away from only HIV and TB to more health and human rights and bodily autonomy and integrity, and because it's so linked, all of these matters are linked to each other. And we launched our campaign last year on bodily autonomy and integrity. My Body, Everybody Counts campaign, and you can read more about it online. But we want to ensure that everybody has the right to choose what happens to their body, you know? And so we work on different levels, on policy level. So we work with policymakers, we work with institutions that focus on policies in the countries that in the 18 countries that we work in. But we also ensure that the people on the ground, the partners who works directly with the communities, that we build their capacity. So we have a capacity strengthening program, and so we also provide them with the skills to advocate for the needs around sexual and reproductive health rights, around HIV and TB, and around key populations that we work with.
Since the top of the hour, we've been throwing the term bodily autonomy. Perhaps there are thousands or even millions of young South Africans that don't know what that means. Before we go to Own My Body, can we break it down just under a minute? What is that?
So it's basically, it's about owning your body. It's about deciding what you want to do with your body. Your body belongs to you. We live in a society where we have to, our bodies are believed to belong to our husbands, and we have to prepare, and there's certain things that we can't do. So I have the right to decide, do I want to be pregnant? Who I want to have intercourse with? Sure. I can decide who I want to marry, how many kids I have, but we live in a society where that is determined. We are so conditioned that I must identify, if I'm born a woman, I need to act a certain way outside, So I'm not allowed certain clothes, closed or I'm restricted with a very narrow lens. If I decide I want to go on contraceptive because this is my body and I'm not ready to fall pregnant, or I don't want more than 5 kids, I need to be able to go to the clinic and decide what is good for my body.
And even after I've fallen pregnant, you advocate for people that no longer want the fetus and they want to abort as well.
Exactly. So that is one of our focus areas, is mainly access to healthy services, but sexual and reproductive health rights. So I have the right to decide, do I want to be pregnant? Do I want an abortion? And is there accessible services when I want to have an abortion? But I think more than that, Arasa also focuses on policies to ensure there are lots of countries within the region that we work with that where abortion is not legalized. You know?
And owning my body includes me changing the gender and changing my genitals, and you would also advocate for that situation.
Exactly.
Oh man, we love this for sure. And if you do not know what owning your body is all about, here's an inspiration.
I own my body when every little decision that has to be made about this body is my choice.
I own my body when I'm dancing.
I own my body when I'm exercising.
I feel my body is my own when I pick clothes and I don't have to worry about my parents.
I own my body when I'm telling stories.
My body is my own when I'm taking a selfie.
I own my body when I can run the streets of my neighborhood without feeling harassed.
I own my body when I can make decisions about it without worrying what other people think.
My body is my own when I present my ID. I am more than what's between my legs.
My body is my own when nobody dictates what transgender looks like.
I own my body when I get a compliment about my femininity.
I am unapologetic. I am intersex.
I own my body when I decide what to do with it.
I own my body when I exert it, when I extend it, when I exercise it, but also when I use it to show respect and awe for the bodies of others.
I own myself when I decide if to have children, when to have children, and how many children to have.
I own my body when I say no to sex.
I own my body when I have sex.
I own my body when I honor its needs and wants, despite societal expectations and norms.
I love this body. I love these curves. I love all of them.
I own my body when I have no fear. No fear of movement, no fear of expression.
This is my body. I am confident and proud about my cultural attire.
I own my body when I don't wear a bra without worrying whether my boobs are saggy or people will stare. Hashtag free the tatas.
When my body belongs to only me. I'm not a mother or a daughter or an employee or a friend or a sister. I'm just mine.
When it comes to me, that's when my body is my own. In a nutshell, I guess.
CTV family.